Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of 15 Good Minutes. Coach B here with the fellas. Freddie, how you doing, buddy?
Doing well. How about you guys?
I'm doing good.
Excellent.
LB, what's happening?
All right, so all good in the neighborhood.
All good. I want to talk about something called cost shifting today. I found this quite fascinating. So over time, you learn of the little things it takes to just trigger the fascination in my brain. So a lot of it's going to be quite simplistic, but some of it was kind of surprising. So what I wanted to look at today was and get your opinions on was like four different categories of what I call, cost shifting. So one is like things that used to cost a lot and now they're totally free. The other category was things that are now cheaper than they were decades ago. So there was a cost, but even now it's a little bit cheaper. And then on the flip side, things that used to be free that aren't anymore. And then things that weren't necessarily free, but they were cheap, but now they're just outright expensive, right? So it's just a round robin. I'm gonna throw out something in the category. You got something you put in there. I'm gonna say for that first category, something that used to cost and is now free. For me, the first one that popped up was long distance calling. Now, those of you in Freddie's age group may not know what I'm talking about, but there was a time when it was a significant expense.
Yes.
And I think it was, in my opinion, guys, it was a company called MCI that shattered all of that. Because AT&T just did it and nobody questioned any of it. And MCI came along and lowered it. And then we got into these things where you dial 10, 10, 975 plus the 28 digits to get into something. And today, you can just pick up the phone and call anybody virtually for nothing. So for me, that was my first one of what used to cost a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean, people was getting hundreds, multi-$100 phone bills just for a long distance portion, call, right? Yeah. What do you have?
Like getting them prison phone calls. Not that I ever got it.
Don't accept those. Those should be coming to you collect.
Yeah. I put down in this category classified ads. Because they used to have to remember the post, you have to call, you have to write in or whatever, send your ad in, pay $25 to get your little three lines of advertising in the Washington Post and stuff like that. Now that stuff's free. Facebook is free. You can do it on Craigslist. You know, everybody has everybody, but a lot of platforms have free advertising now for classified ads that used to cost us money.
That's fair. Freddie, how about you, man?
Well, you took my idea.
My bad.
No, not you. LB. No, I'm sorry, Rusty. Well, more so, it's not the long distance plan. Phone calls, but more so how the plans have adjusted. It used to be back in the day, like, yo, don't call me until after 7.
That's right. It was the time of day.
I remember that now.
Well, for me, it was the other way around. I wasn't going to call you till after 7 because if I'm dialing, I'm paying. And the rates went down at night. So
after 9.
You talking about call me at 3 in the afternoon. I'm like, no,
but you have that, and that was the biggest one. Then even it used to be like, the add-on to that was text messaging, right? Text messaging used to cost,
like with a data plan. Like, do you associate that with roaming? Like you remember roaming?
Yeah,
it used to be roaming in the country.
Yeah.
I remember if I flew from DC to California, I was on a roaming thing and the rates were high then too. Not so. No. I don't know if texting fit in that window, Freddie, but I remember distinctly the plans were built around regions and where you were in the U.S. and stuff like that. Either of you think about like in your vehicles, GPS navigation now, that used to be a thing. I used to have to go to AAA and buy something called a triptych, and it was like a book. Yeah. And if I was driving from one state to another, you would flip it and it would be maps, but it cost or used to be 7-Eleven would sell atlases and
the Atlas
the bookstores would sell those. And now it's in your phone, it's in your car. You know what I mean?
I remember when I first started doing, investing in real estate, I had a whole stack on for every county. Because I'd map out because I'm going to look at different properties, right? So I had to go to the book. Okay, what quadrants is in? Blah blah blah. And figure out where I was going, and yeah, man, that was just a thing.
You remember the challenges associated with a friend of yours is having a party, they give you an address and you don't know where it is.
Yep.
And how to actually find it. Just go
the...
past the such and such and turn. Like I would be lost without nav today. It is such a part of everything, right?
Yeah. When I first moved out here, I took a whole sheet of paper and made a whole map on it, basically how to get to my house, and I would mail it to people so they could figure out how to get to my house. I mean, I had little diagrams for go past the cornfield for 2 miles. I mean, I had it all. But you had to do that. We didn't have any other option back then, you know.
You was out there in the stakes too. There wasn't a whole lot out there back then.
Exactly.
You know,
So
we were kids. My parents would buy the Encyclopedia Britannica or something like that.
And, I had the World Book.
Yep. Yeah, and those were your research tools, and there was no Google and no AI assist, but those books cost.
Yes.
And sometimes money back then. They could only get so many volumes at a time and get the next and the next and the next till you had the whole thing.
Yeah.
But you imagine how old the news was when you had to go do, like, if you were doing something for a school project.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Every report I ever did in junior high school and elementary came out of the World Book encyclopedias.
Yeah, same here. All right. Well, moving to the second category, like, what do you have that is much cheaper today than it was, I don't know, say decades ago?
Lab-grown diamonds are a lot cheaper now than they used to be.
You remember when you and me went with Coach?
Yeah.
They gave a really good explanation of what it was, and I used to think that was fake. And like, no, it's not fake. It's actually more, in some cases, more precise because you don't have that sweat labor associated with going into the mines and you know, doing that kind of thing that happens a lot in places like South Africa. I hadn't thought about that one. From the one that hit me the hardest was big screen TVs, because I'm a media guy. I remember distinctly, man, we moved in this house, it was in 2006, so this is 20 years ago. And to outfit the house, the two biggest TVs, they weren't as big as they are today, number one.
Right.
Two, they were plasma, heavy as shit. I'm talking like heavy. But one was 2,500 and one was 3,200. Yeah. And I'm talking about from a resolution perspective. Back then, you only had like 720p. There was no HD at the time. And today, you know, you can get this super flat panel, you know, 70-inch thing for like
$300.
Yeah. So for me, I would say that, you know, large screen TVs are the thing that to me have gotten so much cheaper. You know?
Yeah. Same for me. I remember when I bought my first big screen TV was a 50-inch Vizio. And I paid, it was around Christmas time on sale. I bought it for $1,200.
That's a good price.
The next year, though, because I mean, this wasn't that long ago. And then the next year, that same TV was $500.
Yeah. And dropping. So, yeah. Tech, that's good, though. Tech got better. Costs got lower. You know, there's some stuff in there. Anything for you there, Freddie, in that category?
And more competition. But back to LB's initial point, you try to sell that idea with those lab diamonds to a woman in this day and age. True story. When I bought, when I went to buy my wife's engagement ring, I went in and I had in my head the amount I wanted to spend. Right. So it was, I bought the stone. Ultimately, I bought a stone in the setting or whatever. And so then they said, well, let me show you lab grown. I'm like, what's lab grown? Right. And it was like, well, basically it's, you know, grown in a lab. It has all the chemical makeups of a diamond.
Yep.
Just no blood, sweat behind actually doing it. So yeah, needless to say, I said because for the price that I'm gonna pay, I can get twice.
Exactly.
However, you know, because there's a lifetime warranty on the ring, you take it and get it clean, service, yada yada. They find out this is lab grown. Not to mention they don't hold value, right? Meaning from a trading perspective.
Right.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the key. If you're buying to resell, you go regular. But if you're buying for something like that, which you think is a one-time gift, I think is worth looking at. But I don't have, I mean, my wife isn't looking at where it come from. She's looking at the quality and the size.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
But if you're, I'm considering upgrading it, right? So that value plus whatever I add to it, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
But
I can tell you what I did in that regard, and they didn't have lab when I started, so I didn't have a choice. Like me and LB went to help coach with a decision for his. I want to say it was like his 10-year anniversary. However, for me, upgrade to me is a totally separate ring. I'm not taking what I gave you and I don't care how small it is. That meant more to me at the time because all I could do. So what I did was I just bought her another ring. And that's just me. That's OG. You gonna take her original?
No. You're giving it up.
You're giving it up. That ain't happening here.
Back.
Again,
it's
45, 67.
I'm ready. Like this ring is a car. I'm trading in and get the next model up.
You better negotiate that shit before
because if I have to go with that approach, then ain't gonna be no upgrade. It ain't gonna be. But one thing that to the original question was now solar panels. They're still expensive. However, from personal experience, they're a lot cheaper now because there's more and more people that have them. There's more and more competition. I have them, so
I think the competition is key.
Okay. I'm gonna talk to you about that offline. I got questions about solar panels. But back to the diamond, so we can move on to the next one. I mentioned to the woman that I'm dating that we had looked at diamonds and that they were trying to they were showing us lab grown ones. And she was of the opinion, no, I don't want a lab grown one. I said to her, I said, so you'd rather have a 0.5 carat real one than a 2 carat lab grown one? Because that's about the price difference in the money wise that I saw.
But you said 0.5 carat?
Yeah.
Why would I want a 0.5 carat?
Hey, I'm telling you what I said to her. I said, what you're saying to me is you would rather 0.5 carat real than a 2 carat lab grown.
Yes.
She says, yeah. I said, okay. All
right. And she can tell the difference.
No, they can't.
I know they can't.
No, they can't. No, they
can't. That would concern me because for me, whatever, even to Freddie's point, I might only, I ain't made like LB. What if I only got enough to get a quarter? Whatever I'm giving from the heart.
Yeah.
And if the first question you got is whether this is this or this, the next gift I'll get you is some luggage so you can just
so you can leave, get the hell out.
You know what?
Get a plane ticket.
Most will not know until they take it in to get it clean, and then when people tell them it's lab grown, then you got a problem.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. One more. You made me think of something else. I had bought my wife a bracelet. Me and her father was in a pawn shop. And her father liked to go to pawn shops. I'm just hanging around my father-in-law. He finds this, he sees this bracelet and it's like, oh, this is a great deal. So I buy the bracelet, give it to my wife. She loves it, blah, blah, blah. I take it in, to your point, Freddie, to get it something done to it. And they got the little beeper thing and it's nothing happening. No beeping. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what? She said, this ain't gold.
Well, I would say this too, though. The price that you pay for it at the pawn shop might be the first giveaway.
Well, yeah. Well, I didn't know. My father-in-law. That was his thing. He called himself. He the man when it come to pawn shop. With the good deals. Blah blah blah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. It was all fake. The diamonds and the gold.
I opted for, and I opted for the real. I opted for the real because
I did too, but I learned a lot when me and LB went
to
coach, and they showed him side by side. And one point that I remember her taking away was from, if you're giving this to someone as a lifetime thing, it will hold value and you'll be fine. But if you're giving it and saying in 5 years, I want to trade it and it doubled, that's not what it does.
Right.
And so I asked her, her name is Diana, what's the preference? And she said most women that come in, they want quality. They want that 2.5 carat thing that they walk in the room and it blinds cats.
Exactly.
As opposed to a category D, half yellow, quarter thing that you say, this is the blood diamond. But she's my jeweler. She does everything for us, so I trust her. And I don't remember, LB, which direction Coach went in, but I know he
didn't buy anything from them.
He didn't buy, but in terms of where his interest was going from the demonstration,
right.
But to Freddie's point, it's personal.
Yeah,
For the price that I paid for the stone itself, it was like 7,800. The setting was another 23.
Easily. The last thing I had in that category to me is like what we're doing right here. Like computing used to be really expensive, I think. Even like LB was talking about with the televisions. One, they were small, they were slow. I think if you had like a 30 meg machine, man, you were king. Now you got files bigger than 30 meg.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Photos.
And this whole thing that we're doing used to cost money. Video conferencing and all that kind of stuff, you know, now it's all free. Give me something that used to be free that now costs money.
Bags in the grocery store.
Okay. I find, and this is one that I will not pay for me, is like online news. So I get a thing that says such and such. LB won the thing. And I click on it and it says, you got to subscribe to read. I'm like, no, I don't.
Nope.
And I'm like, come on, man. You used to be able to click the link and read the damn story. You know, so that one was a you know, and then upgrading. I mean, you know, like you think about you guys both fly a lot. You used to be able to choose your seat and just part of the process. Now it's like, oh, you want leg room?
You want that seat?
Yeah. Give me another.
Exactly. Oh, you want to bring some bags? Oh.
They used to be. I mean, they used to be just totally free. And I don't know about you. Well, I know Freddie's in. I don't know about you, LB, but in the video game world, your upgrades, like if you wanted to add a different helmet to your football player and stuff, all that stuff was free. And now it's all, you hit these paywalls. So the more you want to outfit one of your characters or one of your ships, they charge you for that and they make a ton of money. So last one I got used to be cheap. Now it's expensive. What do you got?
Bicycles.
I never thought about that. Okay.
Bicycles are crazy price.
Bicycles, really?
Yes. So I can tell you.
Yes. I mean, $1,000 for a bicycle now. They used to be a 10-speed used to cost you. You go to Walmart, it was $200 at the max. The best in the store was $200 or Kmart or wherever he was back in the day. Now you only I think Walmart still sell them. They sell trash brands, but that's
I go to the bike store now.
Yeah, but the bike store $1,000, $2,000. Even when I bought a Cannondale used, it was still $500.
I think I know when I got mine, I had to do some shopping because to your point, things had changed and they don't make 10 speeds anymore. Right. I think mine's is a 30.
Right. Or 21s and stuff like that.
And it was a brand called Giant. And I did spend $500, but I was kind of shocked because I hadn't bought one in decades.
Yeah.
But when you look at some of the stuff on the other lanes, you know, $7-8 grand for those ones with those guys, you know, and
road racers.
They got no comfort. Exactly. I need shock absorbers in my wheels. It's like, you know, I ain't out there for speed. That's a good one. I would say the first one I have in that category for me is higher education. Yes. In-state tuition today is more than out-of-state was 15 years ago. I found one stat that said, and this is more than 15 years, but it said college tuition, you know, has gone up 196% between the year 2000 and 2025, and it's rising. And I think we might have talked about it a little bit, LB. The value in the degree now is not what it was. If you like, okay, so you're in Maryland, somebody in Maryland goes to Arizona, 55 grand a year because you're out of state. Yeah. So, and that's just tuition. We ain't talking about your room and board, your expenses, you know, and then you come out with a degree. And like we said yesterday, you could be in a bartending because whatever you got your degree in, it doesn't
the bachelor degree is the new high school diploma.
Yeah, pretty much. But and finding somewhere to get one at an equitable cost, it's getting I think harder and harder to find. Going to a sporting event to me was another one I had that. Yeah. And I'm not talking about necessarily season tickets, guys, but just a good seat somewhere now. Yeah. I don't blink when it's like, well, that's $200, you know, because that's.
You know, I priced the Mystics the other day because I wanted to see what's the name with goggles from Minnesota.
The rookie.
Yeah. $300 for a decent seat.
Jeez. For WNBW.
$300. $300.
What a new CBA kicked in. So
somebody got to pay for it.
So you got to kick in too.
It was 3 bills, man. For it's not. not nosebleed, but not on the floor, but like 200 level seat.
Yeah. Regular good
$300.
seat.
Free guns, man.
You do a lot of stuff, LB, in real estate. Would you put that in that category of, used to be cheaper, but now it's very expensive?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Some of the properties I bought, I paid $30,000 for.
Wow.
That was gonna be my point. I was gonna say, homes.
Yeah.
Right. I would say, healthcare.
Oh yeah, that's true.
yeah.
That's a big one.
Childcare,
food.
Going to restaurants.
Yeah.
It's just.
How much of that though, Freddie, is like we were just talking before we went on air with LB about the various costs to get the driveway done. How much of what you're talking about is just regular cost of living versus gouging?
Mm-hmm.
If you
I think it varies depending on like what it is, right? With homes, I think look at it from this perspective. Everything that we've said that's it used to be cheaper, but now it's more expensive. Whatever it costs then, right?
Yeah.
Look at it like this. Whatever you make now, how much did it cost? Or how much did someone make doing that same thing in 1980? Right. So it's hard to really now with the healthcare. That's gouging. That's straight up gouging.
Have either of you had had to renew like your registration for your car recently?
Yeah, I just did mine. Mine just came in last week.
And how? But I don't know how it is in Virginia.
1 year was $50.
Maryland.
Yeah.
Oh my, huh?
$50.
$50?
Yeah, $50. Well, 45 for one, 50 for the other, based on the year.
Dude, ours is 200 a year, and it gone up from.
What else are they giving you with that?
Nothing. It's the same sticker you got 2 years ago. The same sticker you getting now.
We talking about the same thing. Like mine just came in. I got a new sticker for 27. It takes me to June of next year. On the Mustang is 45, and on the Explorer it was 50.
Nah, dude. My daughter sent me a text of hers because she was done. If it's you get one, you can pick 1, 2, or 3 years.
Yeah, I have that option. I always pick one though.
Well, her one was around $200. If she wanted the 3, it was all $400 and something dollars. When I did my truck, it was I did the 1 year. It was like $190.
Wow. Now what LB doesn't have that. Where you there, in Virginia, we have to pay personal property tax on the vehicle.
Exactly. Right.
So I might have a low auto registration, but every year
tax on it too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We don't have that, so maybe about
there you go.
And all that goes with when they build these new schools because the population internally, in the state is growing. You got to build more schools and stuff like that. They got to get their money from somewhere.
Yeah,
right? Getting it from us. That's what they're doing.
Yeah,
but we are out of time.
Yeah.
And we had a couple of sidetracks, but they were good. They were good. Good topics. Before we cut out, let me see if the guys got something to say. LB, how about you, man?
Yeah, real quick. Serena Williams, stay retired. Just stay retired. Come on, just stay retired. You're 44. Don't embarrass yourself. Don't
next
go out
week.
there.
It's next week,
LB.
Down I'm tuning in.
Stuff, man. You know what I mean? It's like I want to wish her well, but on the other hand, I wanted to get waxed and just go home now. Okay.
Freddie nailed it in the group chat. He said fear of missing out. And I was like 100%.
Like if she hadn't even played, it's clear, it's obvious that she's even getting in on namesake.
Yeah,
right?
She's getting in because she won there before. It's like it's like doing the Masters. So
it's like golf. You want once you win it, you can play anytime you want.
Yeah. But she's not getting in because she qualified. Because if that was the case, she'd have to play qualifiers to qualify, and she wouldn't clear qualifiers.
Right. Yeah.
Freddie, what you got to say, man?
I'm ready for this World Cup shit to be over with. I'm ready for it.
Not a fan, huh?
I am. I'm ready for it to be over with. It is just this World Cup stuff, man. Leave that stuff over there in Europe, and we go over there. That's. I get it. Everybody rallying around the United States, but you ain't playing nobody yet. This ain't what we do.
Oh, it's coming.
This ain't what we do.
Knockout rounds here, man.
Right. Yeah.
But
This ain't what we do.
Next week when we tune in, you gonna see Freddie wearing a Lionel Messi jersey and all his World Cup gear in the background. So I'm looking forward to that. Hey, listen, thanks for joining LB's on a trip this week. Safe travels, my guy. We'll see you when you get back. Everybody else, thanks for tuning in to the show. We'll see you guys next time. We are out.